Inshallah and Ashe. Blessings to you, my energetic beings, and welcome to a mystical, magical Monday. It feels like a twist of fate in our reality, literally a twist of fate. Like the tides of the eclipse season are upon us. It's like a reckoning. But with that, welcome to this week's energetic snippet. And once again, I am your host, the Tanya D. I am a practicing holistic shaman medium, an otherworldly life coach, an inspirited coach, just playing in the subtle fields along with a reflector by design, a role model. Not only am I a reflector, I'm a role model. Just following the lunar energies through the celestial seasons, the celestial bodies. It really is the night sky that really carries a lot of energies there, along with the heavenly bodies, the frequencies. But I do go by the term, or you use the term holistic shaman medium, which is just a choreography of them all, like a map, if you will. And by design, I do map out the pathways, your unique vibrational essence, like why you arrived. I'm really here to show you who you are and why you arrived, like what's your gift, what's your purpose, why are you here at this particular time embodied. And if you are new to my show, my channel, please subscribe, go ahead and ring the bell to alert other lunar beings, magical resonance, that really just are on the same timeline. So we are full swing Virgo season right now. We're in the middle of it, where who we are becomes materialized. It's like the fabric and the weaving of the webbing becomes something. Literally, that's what I was seeing, like needle and thread materializing. It kind of feels like weaving the threads of the fabric. That's literally what I'm seeing. The heavenly universe, the night sky, setting sail, literally. And for the first time, the Pisces eclipse it's been a decade. So this is like a very powerful galactic storm. I would even say like a tidal wave is kind of what sense. It's like just stirring up our spirited side of our emotions, like poking the bear, poking at our beliefs in the bear. Like what are we bearing witness to? And just opening up the door to some very radical shifts and transformation, and big change is literally on the highway, right? So there's this intensity that's rising in energy, frequency, vibration, the quantum field. I feel that too. So it may feel kind of like a cosmic kind of otherworldly tidal wave, a tsunami. And of course it doesn't end there, right? So as we're navigating the universe and preparing, it's time to preparing for the winter harvest, being mindful and just embracing the change. Pat yourself on the back and know you're doing great. So as we move into eclipse season with the Pisces eclipse, September 17th, I'm stoked for a few reasons myself, just saying. But we are stepping into this pivotal moment in our collective journey, our gathering, and amplified by Mercury coming off holiday and re-entering into Virgo. So this period brings a blend of practical energies, Virgo, and intuitive energies, Pisces. It's that duality, just creating a dynamic where our rational mind may feel the struggle. The struggle is real, very complex, right? While our heart feels deeply stirred. It's like the stirringness, the whispering of it. And eclipses signal significant changes. They act in a way like an energy marker, a marker of transitions from the old into the new. So this is a very powerful time for deep reflection, especially on lessons or getting the memo, things we've learned over the past decade that are actually related to things Piscean and Virgo energies, whether it's spirituality, illusions, compassion, vulnerability. So as we approach the upcoming North Node, this shift in the axis, and we move it into Pisces, this energy is offering us a glimpse out into the future. Like our future, it reminds me of the Merlin effect. And the last Pisces eclipse was in 2017. So there's these themes from that time and that energy that may just resurface. So if you journal, go back and read your journal. It's giving us a chance to kind of revisit or re-glimmer those past experiences, gaining insight into our current trajectory, the path we're on. But on a galactic scale, like a larger scale, the grand scale, these eclipses will accelerate the Pisces themes that we've actually been navigating through the storms. Because Neptune's this 14 years transit that's been in Pisces. So it's this gathering. It reminds me of a cookery board. I don't know why. I'm either into food or threading, just whatever. But there's this culmination. It's a gathering. So we're kind of entering a phase of a spiritual awakening, both individually, but also collectively. So I always like to say I am connected, especially if you're ever feeling alone, like you don't belong. Just left hand on your heart, close your eyes and breathe it in that I am connected. However, this process may also bring moments of confusion or illusion, moments of like where you need clarity. And Saturn in Pisces, which has been influencing us since 2023, will also be highlighted during this entire season, underscoring all things Saturn, responsibilities, limitations, especially in the areas of your chart where Pisces is the ruler of as well. But it also feels like the illusions and the limitations are kind of breaking the barrier, if you will, kind of fractured. So on a collective level, we may experience kind of the themes, a continued theme, like a course correction or the flow, the themes from last fall's season in those eclipses as well. Particularly like around the world, like fires again. I saw these running horses in the fires of Nevada, and all I could think of was freedom. So when I say community and global, it's like world, conflict around the world. It doesn't matter, our relationships, even our inner world, social justice or injustices, health matters, and spiritual growth. All the things may be influenced or even impacted, weighty. So it's important to be really mindful of these challenges, the potential that they may arise, and take steps to really set boundaries and safeguard our own internal well-being as we navigate the season of eclipses. So just remember, I feel like between Virgo and Pisces, it's self-care, routines, grounding routines, spiritual practices, initiating them if you don't, by protecting our energy and really trusting our intuition. That's when we can weather the storm and emerge stronger out of the cocoon on the other side. So oftentimes eclipses can feel disruptive, maybe chaotic, but they're also a catalyst, a powerful catalyst for growth, transformation, like evolution, even evolving. So embrace the challenges, forces of adversity, the opportunities that are presented for us, where we can unlock our potential and have like a profound or a prophetic kind of rebirthing, a renewal. So with the sun in Virgo, it's energy, which is Pisces or spirit, to matter, energy to matter. It's like things take form, they take shape. So the moon today, we're just finishing off the moon in the season of, you guessed it, it's my moon season, Scorpio, the Scorpio moon. So I kind of, sometimes as a reflector, the Scorpio moon is not so fantastic, depending on the sun sign. But I always look forward to when my moon is made its 30-day cycle. But this is the depths of the unseen, and Mars just moved into Cancer. So it's like all these waters. We have Neptune, Mars, and the moon. So there's this flavor today of going down to the depths of things. Like, where's the water flowing? Where are the currents taking us? So you may be feeling like becoming a hermit, a recluse, going inward, reflecting, like going down deep into those emotional waters, into that grimoire, and just really tapping into your own personal spidey senses. We all have them, but it's about navigating them too, and discerning and trusting. And this allows us to explore those hidden depths of our true essence, our true flavorful self. So with the Scorpio moon influencing us for a few more hours, it's really like we're being encouraged to really embrace our transformative power, shedding old patterns, transmuting pain into growth. Like, there's no such thing as a mistake. I always say there's magic on the other side of chaos. So this is a time to tap into our own unique spiritual potentials and potentialities, if you will. as the season brings like this heightened spiritual discernment, discerning. So just trusting our intuition, that becomes the key, while at the same time finding balance between our spiritual pursuits and really grounding that energy into the physical. That's going to be like the central star as we navigate the Scorpio moon's energy and flow through the rest of September. So we kind of have this unique frequency, energy, vibration. And then the moon moves into the freedom loving sign, like those horses I saw running, which I thought was amazing. Freedom adventure, Sagittarius, right? Later today and through Wednesday. So we're going to have this energy encouraging us to really embrace freedom, adventure. It also is the 9th energetic center. So it's like opening up and seeing things through the eye of Creator and having more joy, the joy molecules, optimism, enthusiasm. It really is reminding us of the boundless, infinite possibilities along with childlike wonder. So Sagittarius is really the sign, not just of exploration, but it's like questioning what we believe and removing those beliefs, pushing us to seek those new opportunities, experiences, and really getting on top of the mountain and seeing the world from a different perspective, literally through the eye of Creator, the book of life, rescripting. So now this energy is the time to step outside of our comfort zones, sharing our in-spirit nation with those around us. Like the sun shines upon everything, right? But with the sun in Virgo adding the influence to this flavor, we do need to be mindful of the balance. Maybe we're feeling a little scatterbrained. Maybe we're overextending our energy. So it really is vitally important to recognize our own unique boundaries and ensure that our actions align with our intentions, divine alignment. The sun in Virgo squares the moon in Sagittarius. Very different flavor than when the moon is in Virgo and the sun's in Sagittarius. But either way, it's a juggernaut, right? So then the moon moves into, of course, hardworking Capricorn. Where are my Capricorns? My son's a Capricorn rising. Very hardworking, structured, get her done kind of energy. This is happening Thursday through Friday. So with Capricorn and Virgo, they're both earth signs. So this is this earthy energy creating a very powerful foundation for grounding action, practical achievements, like literally bringing the spiritual into the physical, like honing it in, manifesting it so it materializes. It's like, for me, it's kind of a form of practical magic in a way. So this is a perfect time to tackle anything that you've not finished up, tidying things up, clear away clutter, establish literally a solid, not just a solid foundation, but literally a solid, like stable grounding energy as we move into the weekend. And as we finish up or experience the final few, literally, Capricorn moons moving with Pluto till the end of the year, basically, November. So we may feel like this surge, a power surge, just really empowering us and urging us to break free from any and all limiting patterns, whether it's our mindset, our beliefs, even a feeling. So the Capricorn moon really has this emphasizing like structure, productivity, hard work. It's all those Capricornia things rising to the top. So it's essential to balance our efforts with self-care routines, habits, and even rest. And avoid literally overwhelming ourselves with way too many things to do. Instead, go inward, focus on completing one meaningful project, one meaningful task a day, and really celebrate what you've done, how far you've come, what have you accomplished along the journey. Pat yourself on the back. So then the moon actually transitions into Aquarius for the weekend. I generally don't go into the weekend moon, but I thought I might as well. I'm here. So Aquarian energy. So this really feels like a refreshing, vital, energetic breath of fresh air. It's like the air outside is transforming. It's changing. We're in the fall. It's crisp. It's clear. It's clean. I sleep outside. I sleep outside in nature. I love it. I think we all should, actually. But the energy is really inviting us to really connect with our communities in the physical world, or maybe community in the higher octaves, the other world, exploring new ideas, shifting away from being individual, me, those tendencies, to really embracing a collective sense of where do I belong in this grimoire? Who are my people? Where is my tribe? Just knowing we're all connected and we're not alone. And Aquarian, this energy, it's like the radical shift, the innovation, the epiphanies, the aha, like all the things. It really is encouraging us to like step off the path, try something new, unique, experiment with all the things, use AI, streamline, like meal planning. It doesn't really matter. AI has been kind of fun. Like sometimes my brain is just not activated is kind of what I want to say. So I call in AI and I kind of read. I even talk to myself as a reflector. I have to soundboard, and sometimes soundboarding with other people, they steal my ideas, which is part of the gate and all the shift things. But either way, use AI, plan your meals, plan your exercise routine, plan out your week. What that does is just frees up your energy for what authentically matters and is aligned with your divine heart. So with the Virgo sun and the Aquarius moon kind of working together, we've got like a little bit of a topsy-turvette is how I see that. And if you're a Virgo rising, this is happening in your 6th house. So there's a push to detach and also like overthinking, being too logical, which I think we need both sides of the coin either way. But it's important to maintain like having our empathy, having compassion, like being kind, especially as we're approaching this Piscean eclipse season, which, you know, it's about the balance, like thriving in balance. Like instead of surviving, thriving, I'm thriving in balance. Balancing the intellectual, the mind's grimoire, those trivial pursuits with really genuine, heartfelt connection to others. It's almost like you get that electric shock, like when you're walking with the grocery cart and all of a sudden you get those zingers. I don't know, I haven't done those for a while, but anything we do is going to be a very valuable quality, not quantity, to really carry and move into the future with, which is also Aquarian kind of energy. So with that, I hope you're all enjoying the Virgo new moon meditation. And how about the Sacred Spirit Circle? I'll be chiming in and doing Libras here soon, but how often, literally, do we give time and space to be with ourselves, to be alone, to be reflecting? So if you do need guidance, cowrie shell divinations or other, I have a variety of other opportunities. Predominantly, I do cowrie shell divinations. I do look at 4 pillars. I've been in the energy world actually all of my life. What am I saying? But in my one-on-one sessions, they're private sessions. I do send you a recording. I give rituals as prescriptions for my divinations. So this isn't just a reading. This is also me divinely ordained from the spirit world medicines, which are rituals, different rituals for different forces of adversity. Sometimes they're pretty intense. And if you're curious about your intuitive gift and your psychic abilities, we all have them. No one's more special than somebody else. It's just how we play in the field. Go ahead and take the Change Your Stars quiz for insights for yourself. It's super fun, by the way. I love it. I take it myself because they change. They never stay the same. And the Shamanic Healing Academy, this is the Sha in the medium. It's my online grimoire. This is where I have a library of all of my intuitive offerings. So if you're at the foundation, you're just new, I have foundational offerings, and then I have, I would say, master offerings. But I am keeping the introductory offer for only $3.99 for the first 30 days. And then it goes into a month-to-month offer as well. But you can also do an advanced offer and work with me more one-on-one as a collective, along with other stewards of the universe in a private community. So super excited about that. So it's really for people that are on an intuitive, mystical, shamanic, mages, seers, healers kind of stuff. So this is for you if you literally are longing for where you belong. It really is an online virtual coven I created. It's a sacred gathering space. That really is what a coven is. And it's crafted for anybody who wishes to share their light, their magic. Give me your 5 cents, your 20 cents, because that's how we learn. That's how we evolve. That's how we share our purpose and our gift, right? For all the world to see. So I truly believe we're all stars on a spiritual walk of fame, and it's time to really shine our divine light That's how we're going to evolve and move into the future light, if you will. And the virtual library, again, it has all of my offerings, foundation into mastery and evolving. It's always the ebb and the flow. You can totally learn at your own pace, but I do see it as this virtual grimoire through indigenous spirit technologies and all the other avenues I've ventured on. And you always have access to my monthly Spill the Tea replays. That's where I house all the replays, so you can go back and watch those, including Gift and Purpose. Plus, I also have a monthly coven call to clear energies of adversity with other stewards of the universe. Usually it's always on Tuesdays. It's off of social media. It's a private social space within the Shamanic Healing Academy. So that was kind of a lot. But either way, I am glimmering to new angel numbers weekly, at least on Facebook. I will say YouTube's a little slow roll. But all you have to do to join me for Spill the Tea is subscribe on my website to basically, you get the musing news, and every time I go live, you'll get the email, basically. So it's always about mystical musings. Spill the Tea is always the third Friday of the month, so it's coming up. It's through Zoom, but it's also in the online coven. I like to multi-stream. It's always at 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time. And all you need to do is subscribe to the Musing News to make your inbox glimmer to join me there. Now, September Spill the Tea, I do want to say, is all dedicated, of course, to the season of Libra. It's our throat center, some gates in human design, Venus, and just activating this quadrant. And September is bringing a new kind of revitalizing breath of air. It's the fall, right? It's the autumn. So in the Chinese 4 pillars of destiny, it's the Western direction. I like to map out your elemental design for a variety of reasons. To me, it's like the Chinese, not just your biorhythm, the plant rhythm, but it's your algorithm, your universal frequency, if you will. So we receive telltale signs energetically through the skin, the body, environments. I've been working with this elemental energies for so long, I can literally look at people. Maybe it's my reflectorgasm. I don't know. But either way, whether it's emotional, physical, mental, spiritual, and I feel like there's another one there, but it's always about well healing for me. Oftentimes, I like to check out homes and see the spirit of the home as well. 4 pillars is just one of the tools I use, guided by spirit, sometimes for your personal grimoire. On the elemental highway this week, we have a Yang fire rat of a day. Yang fire in the heavenly frequency, our day master, is actually associated with the sun, and the sun shines upon all the things, very charismatic. So it helps us kind of tap into light, joy, laughter, the frequency of all that percolating light frequency, energy, vibration. The fire element really rules. It is the most yang of all the elementals. And the rat, being a water sign, is the most yin. It's the most yin time of the year, the winter. It's the most yin energy of all the elements. So it's teaching us to be comfortable navigating the ghost in the darkness. And the fire rat, that energy, that pillar, shows the duality of fire with the duality of life. Like, it literally is spirit to matter, the womb, birthing things to life. And the yin and the yang energy, they're always evolving, transforming, shifting, guiding us to balance or to find balance. But our day is very balanced as we have all of the 5 elements in the chart. So just consider how you can bring more harmony and balance, more yin and yang into your day-to-day life, especially with Yang fire rat of a day in a water rooster month. This is really bringing attention to relationships, relating. It's like celebration, celebrating life. Be with people you love. Like the mood is like uplifting. So this is also called a peach blossom, part of the stars. But the rat and the rooster, sometimes called the chicken or the bird, this energy can't help but attract others that are in your field, could be your subtle field, by being just who you are organically. But the 2 of them together are actually squaring off of each other. Just be mindful of where the boundary, where the line is drawn. Just like we have squares and oppositions in astrology, we actually have them in the 4 pillars as well. But the rat, being water sign, that's associated with Mercury. So this is like represents our mind being very active, percolating, And with Mercury back in Virgo after being off on holiday, moving forward, so our mind may love to spend time analyzing the fine print, the details, the lines. So just remember to step back for a broader perspective. And if you feel stuck, we also have the moon navigating in Sagittarius. So this literally is like the freedom energy. It's taking time to really look at the big picture from literally the eye of creator, from a higher elevated perspective, frequency, something out of this world. So that's what's happening there. Now, the messages this week are coming from the Mystical Oracle Tarot deck, Mystical Shaman Oracle Tarot deck, Tarot deck. That's hilarious. So on this Mystical Moon Monday, we've got the Earth. The Earth, I'll take that. Who doesn't love Mother Earth? As I have an itch in my ear, gotta love that too. So the Earth to me is a lot of things, literally. And the 17, that's actually the degree of the energy of today. The sun in Virgo is at 17 degrees. I find that curious. So this is like really nurturing and committing to the Earth, the algorithm of the Earth, the nature of the Earth. Like whatever our heart desires, it becomes manifest. It materializes out of thin air in the Earth plane. That's kind of the frequency of this, being heartfelt devoted. If you've ever had a cowrie shell divination, devoting to what your heart truly authentically wants, and it materializes on the Earth plane. And Earth is not just the soil, but it's also the gift. It's Mother Earth. It's life, right? It's a life frequency energy. It really represents the body of our planet along with the body that we are physically in. It's the essence of nature. It's the goddess in her purest form. I find this curious being in the season of Virgo, which rules the body, heaven on earth kind of energies. So this really is a reminder that everything of the earth, we all belong. We're all born and we're all creatures of some habitat, right? Whether it doesn't matter what it is. And we're stewards. We're stewards on the planet, on the earth plane. But it's also a reflection of what we create, whether it's our health, our wealth, stability, security, grounding, all the things, even clarity, I feel like. But it's also guidance. Earth guides water. So the world taking shape around us. That's kind of the gift of spirit. So it's also respect. It's really hard to respect others when we don't respect ourselves. So the earth is like where we belong in the Dagara, not just our legacy, but how we identify, just urging us to turn inward with gratitude, appreciation. Maybe we need to be in solitude, like sacred space is what I'm saying. Silence, the sound of silence, embrace the quiet essence of nature, listening to nature in the sound of silence, and just being aware of the natural gifts that we have always been presented with as a gift in the tangible world where we live in our village. So spirit's always giving us grace. It's just gratitude, right? And when we focus on gratitude, compassion, being respectful, both within ourselves and in our everyday world, a lot can be accomplished. And being in alignment with integrity, along with gratitude, humility, being humble. That's when we open up ourselves to greater prosperity than oftentimes we could ever imagine through ritual. So success, there was a guy yesterday, I'm just throwing this out there. He had a book about success, I guess, being a business owner. But success is defined a variety of different ways. So this is a connection. It's an invitation to reconnect with the terra firma, the Mother Earth. So kind of ask yourself, do you feel grounded? Are you unsettled? Is there chaos? So this is a time to really go nurture our soul and reconnect with our spirit. I'm going back to spirit to matter, and just really assist yourself in healing, not just of you, but also of the earth. And just look around. Like there's abundance everywhere. My tomato plant has gone viral. They're green tomatoes still. Not all, but whatever. So, just acknowledging and accessing, and if you have lost trust in the universe always provides for us. If you've fallen into lack mindset, scarcity mindset, those kinds of things, you know, we have to go back to care for ourselves first, our body. Maybe you feel overworked, stressed. Maybe you're forgetting there's beauty and bounty everywhere. It's always is the little things. So this is just a reminder, practice some self-care. We're in the season of Virgo. Go out in nature and just see the abundance all around you. I'm going back to my tomato plant for some reason. But yeah, and miracles, the miraculous are always happening for us as well, as long as we are aware and open to them. Just being grateful, simply being grateful. And then on Terrific Tuesday, that was kind of a lot. We've got the hummingbird. Oh my goddess. I have so many hummingbirds in my backyard, and they are so territorial and funny, which I love. But the 26, this is also goes back to the 8 of yesterday, Monday. So I'd say maybe pay attention to what your heart commits to today. But then also when the sun is at 26-degree Virgo, maybe you're going to be humming around, like vibrating differently. Maybe it's going to become into fruition. It materializes. That's kind of what I feel like. So this is about like opening up to your heart, to what your heart deserves. And you should be able to feel that. But the hummingbird, like literally, hummingbirds are very territorial. They're protective. I watch them fight over my feeder. It's hilarious. It is quite funny. And if you didn't know, they travel long distances, which is very unique. I see them fighting daily as well, or maybe they're just having fun. Maybe they're playful. I don't know. But they teach us how to be gentle, not just to ourselves, but also to protect our space, our personal space. So we're kind of being invited to really embark on a journey, a quest, to go past the go in the Monopoly game, pass over the pile of manure, if you will, the old pile, the old pain, even our bruises, our wounds, all the things. And head for the hills. Check out the wildflowers. Trust the soft nudges, those subtle messages, the whisperings, those nudges that we get. Maybe it's a faint little buzzing. Maybe we're feeling into the sound of our own hum, our own bird wings, preparing us to say yes to new adventures and freedom and just otherworldly things. So a lot of times people hang on to the coulda, woulda, shouldas, the missteps. But this is about trusting that the divine timing is right, that it's in being in the now, being in the moment and taking actions and trusting that success is there by your own definition, by the way. Even if like we have a energetic hiccup, forces of adversity, a trivial pursuit to reach our destination. Sometimes those are guidance to get us on our path. Just know that everything's well. It's going to be fantastic, even though it's small. Small things always turn into big things, right? So it's time to like be in the moment, be in the flow, be in the buzz and spoil yourself. Find comfort in the day-to-day and say yes to an invitation to go out and explore the unknown, somewhere where you've never been before. So that's kind of the message there and then some. But either way, still your mind. Take a breath and a pause. I feel like it's like a hermit message, to be honest. That's what I'm going with. Okay, so then on Wizardry Wednesday, we've got the beauty way. I love the lotus. This is about feeling beautiful or seeing beauty actually all around you. So it's like shaking the rug. It's a radical twist, like something's going to happen. I'm kind of on this radical twist this week. Radical ritual. I feel like things are transforming to our highest elevated good. With the hummingbird, I feel like things are buzzing, if you will. But if we focus on that, that's the way. That is the path that we need to travel on a day-to-day basis, really. It's a practice of seeing the beauty in all the things. Forwards, backwards, upwards, whatever your path is, seeing beauty only. Before us, behind us, all around us, percolating as we move through life, whatever that is. It's about taking action to really bring beauty into every situation, seeing the beauty side of things, especially when things turn sideways, seeing the beauty in it, in moments of darkness. So this is also integrity, peace, light, kind of shining and revealing those hidden treasures that sometimes we don't see. Maybe we overlook them. So this is an invitation to really authenticate and create beauty in our lives and recognize the beauty, not just within ourselves, but also those around us. So take a breath, take a pause, and appreciate the world. Smell the roses, appreciate the little things, Go check out the stars, gaze at the sunlight, the moonlight, acknowledge the wonder, the childlike wonder in the present moment. So this really is seeing beauty in all situations as we walk through the path of life. So whatever the lesson is, just revert to kindness, compassion, gratitude. And just go with the flow. Just know things kind of fade away as they're necessary. Things are always happening for us, not to us. And just be present, be in the moment. That's where we can appreciate the beauty that resides within us. And then we open the door to new changes, new desires. So it's like staying on the pathway, the beauty pathway is what I'm saying. Literally the beauty that resides within us. Definitely, 100%. So with that, then we have Tantalizing Thursday, and we have the Crow, which I am loving the Crow. I don't think I've ever pulled the Crow, but I also feel like this is a lingering energy from Tuesday because we've got 2 birds and the 13, which is also a 4, and 13 adds to a 4. So we've got these energies that are very percolating and synchronizing. But this is about innovating what our heart believes in, and it materializes. It's like a knowing. And the crow, I love crows, but actually I do want a pet raven. I'm not even kidding. I've been looking into that as a side note. But the crow, this energy, I've actually, now that I say that out loud, I've seen crows flying over at night. But this is the keeper of universal law, the law of truth. See what we're getting into this week? So this is about us aligning our words. That's the message. That's the teacher. Aligning our words with our actions. Monkey say, monkey do. So finding harmony between who we say we are and who we truly are, like within us. It's the inner world, the outer world. These are the wise winged ones. Yeah, the wise ones. Speaking our spiritual truths, creating spiritual authenticity, and just know it's within us. It's not outside of us. This is like us coming back to our center, to our truth in all the situations that we encounter this week, especially Thursday on Jupiter's day. So using your words with integrity, peace, and words can become reality. They can manifest into existence. Words are like spells. So it's like the power within to co-create this truth, this essence, universal law, creator law, really. So correct what is true in your life, being authentic, and no judgment, zero judgment. Be in the zone of neutrality and allow the truth to really liberate you, elevate you, being true to our word. That's the key. It's this one reminds me of the 4 agreements, literally. This kind of feels like a 4 agreement week actually. So you don't need to convince yourself. We don't need to justify our actions, but at the same time, we need to be in flow, harmony, balance, and into the higher realms, like literally connecting with Creator and bringing that energy down, going inward. So kind of go deep into your heart, stay alert, be aware, be cautious. Mostly for yourself, just be authentic to who you are. And if anything's not aligned with your highest truth, just avoid being misled by those illusions and delusions that sometimes percolate in. Those are tests. They're tests of all tests. And then on Fantastic Friday, we've got the Smoky Mirror. I'm just going to turn that around. The Smoky Mirror with a good old Buddha on there, reflecting. This does feel like the 4 agreements kind of a week. I'm just saying that. So I'm kind of stoked for the weekend as well. But having the smoky mirrors, the 47, the Buddha. So this is like activating, initiating. Maybe we have like an awakening, a spiritual awakening that we didn't see coming, a radical twist of fate. The thing is, this is curious. We've had a lot of 4s this week as well. 4, 4, 4. lots of things adding to a 4, plus the birds, the hummingbirds. So this is like initiating a spiritual truce, if you will. Like, what is the truth and what is the spiritual truth? Like, are things aligning with my divine heart, my spiritual heart? Are we materializing spirituality? Are we embodying it as well? But the smoky mirror, this is like smoke and mirrors, right? This is the unseen, the mysterious forces at play, not just in our world, inner world, but the day-to-day global world. So these aspects, oftentimes you can't really understand them in the moment. It's like after the dust settles, after the storm. So it does reflect the way things literally meld together or fall apart. Often there's no explanation. We don't know why, but it's a symbol that represents the shadow of our human psyche, what I call the ghost in the darkness. The parts of us, it's the separate parts. Sometimes we just own these magical parts of ourselves that really are fantastic. We deny them access. The denial, this river of denial is kind of what I'm seeing here. So, oftentimes people, we're unable to see the truth clearly. We need a clear set of eyes. Just following the crow, the invitation to seek the truth. And then the smoky mirror is the invitation to open our eyes to the truth. So there's something going on there. It's like clearing the dense fog, seeing beyond our limitations, our perceptions, not just of ourselves, but the world outside of us. We've got a lot happening, right? So recognize your limits, have your own current understanding, maybe check out some resources, accept that there is our world is vast. It's magnanimous, really, but it's always interconnected. We're all connected with each other. We're not separate parts. So everything's orchestrated in divine order. It kind of reminds me of the Singers of the Realm, if you've heard me talk about the Fae. But now's the time to trust that whatever conditions we face into the world, they reflect the hidden realms. So it's all aspects of our journey. It doesn't matter if it's light or dark. I always like to say there's the brightest light in the ghost of the darkness. So kind of celebrate beauty, darkness, misery, courage, the crow, the hummingbird, right? No matter where you are on your stage of life, it's all there for us. Some things are meant to remain mysterious, and some things are meant to be misunderstood within the experience. So hold your hand in your own heart, stay devoted to your own inner truth, draw the line, create a boundary. So on the other side of the smoky mirror, when the dust settles, when the fog gets lifted, that's where the beauty is also revealed. So it's kind of the shadow energy in a way, but that's where we uncover the treasures, the hidden treasures in our situations. So no need to feel unworthy, no need to have fears and expectations of disappointment. Flick that shift away. Oftentimes that clouds our vision, our peripheral, our potential, and also those outside of us. So it really is about us raising the mirror and just showing us oftentimes things that we don't want to see. So we all get shaped in different molds, literally, right? So there is that. And this is kind of getting long. So with that, ultimately, my message for the day, let me switch this up a bit, get myself out there. Excuse me. So what I want to say is faith and trust, and trusting that the universe always has our back. I do find that this week's had a lot of curious messages. I went a little overboard. There's some synchronicities. The hummingbird, the crow, they're both winged beings. They're air beings. We've got this eccentric energy with the 4, which is also air. And we've got the stability of the 8 and the 26, which is that Capricornian energy in the season of Virgo. But my message here, it's I am being led by my higher self, but I trust in the flow of the universe, and I'm embracing each and every moment with grace. That's kind of the flow field. But I really I am grounded, aligned, and open to the beauty and the growth this week is going to bring. So with that, I say ashe, blessings. I'll see you on the other side.